it's kind of becoming known as like a holy grail show. Vendors basically are in competition to bring the craziest stuff.
We've been internet friends now for, I don't even know how long, I guess maybe almost a year.
Yeah, 15 years, 16 years.
Yeah. But yeah, you've been super pivotal in like helping me understand how YouTube works and just like giving me tons of advice. And like, I'm just forever grateful for you. You gave me my first sort of shout out, if you will, when I had less than 1,000 subscribers. And that gave me like my first, that gave me like street cred. It was like, okay, you can watch this guy now. He's cool. So yeah, I'm just forever sort of like grateful. I just want to say thank you to start.
That's awesome, of course. Yeah.
And it's cool that you keep doing that for other people as well. I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to don't watch these recommendations.
It could work. Also.
That's going to be my thing. Yeah. You are, have a vintage show coming out. Hoosier Collecticon 3, right?
Number 3. Yep.
September 13th and 14th in
Greenfield, Indiana. It's just about 20 miles outside of Indianapolis.
Why do you have a toy show? Like, what is it about this that made you want to have your own show?
Tim and I really just did it out of selfishness, like just a playground in our own backyard, basically. There are a lot of toy shows, and like every toy show kind of has its identity. And like us personally, like we can find things pretty much anywhere that would fit us.
Yeah.
But then we just kind of thought, well, what if everything fit us? We kind of did the proof of concept with the original Hoosier Collecticon, which is a year ago now. That was back last August with a great response. So then we did it.
That wasn't the snowstorm one, right?
No, but I mean, even that one. So yeah, like it basically got snowed out and it was still just a tremendous response. Like even with like inches of ice and snow on the ground. So who knows what could happen this time, basically.
What's different about this show than any other sort of like average toy show?
Basically just the fact that you won't find anything that was made after the year 1999. And there's nothing against other stuff that falls outside those lines. I mean, sure. I like plenty of that stuff myself anymore, but just to kind of keep this show with that identity. It's a vintage toy show, period. Yeah. It's kind of becoming known as like a holy grail show almost, which, we all hate that word, but,
sure. Yeah.
But like vendors basically are in competition to bring the craziest stuff, which is really fun to see.
Do you have any advice for someone who's never been to a toy show, how to like approach going through it?
As a collector?
Yeah, as a collector. Like, do you think it's a good strategy to see the whole thing first and then go back to what you like? Or there's something I struggle with is you walk in the door, right? First table, you see something and you're like, but if I buy that now, I'm now down that money immediately. And what if there's something better? So it's always like a battle for me to decide.
It's hard.
Buy at the moment or do I wait?
I think you have to buy it when you see it. It's just, if you're just starting He-Man,
sure.
Don't necessarily buy the first He-Man that you see.
Yeah, there's going to be more.
Yeah. If you want carded Madballs head poppers,
sure,
and that's the first thing that you see, probably just buy it because you're probably not going to see more of those.
I was kind of curious. I was thinking today about when I started collecting. I started with incomplete broken Ninja Turtles that I saw at a store one day and was like, I can't believe people are selling these. This is incredible. You have that moment of that like big wow moment of that nostalgia hit. Mm-hmm. And then like Star Wars and all the sort of heavy hitters, the lines that everyone knows. To go from that to now where it's like, that stuff's still cool. I'm still looking for Ninja Turtle monsters and the cave dinos and little subsets of each line. But to me, it's like, if I see the weird stuff, the obscure stuff that I don't even know what it is, I have no clue what it is, like that is what I want to buy and then like research it later. I've done that a few times now. What has that been like for you? Like, I assume that it was somewhat probably similar in a way, because I think a lot of people go through that.
I would say that describes my path exactly. Like if I walk into a flea market and I see a table of like turtles,
yeah,
I still get excited.
Yeah.
And I might still buy them. walking into a crazy toy show with like weird stuff that you didn't know existed. There's just an excitement there. It's hard to describe, but I mean that's the stuff you want. The stuff that makes you go, I need to spend some time with this. I need to, like I need to go down rabbit holes. I need to look for YouTube videos or search for old weird Facebook listings about things. And I don't know. There's just something exciting about that. And I go through the exact same thing.
I constantly feel an imposter syndrome in this like community because I'm the first one to admit I just am not like an expert on this stuff. I don't think that's why people watch me. I think like I'm always eager to learn and be educated on all of it, but I'm never going to pretend that I know what a lot of stuff is. And I think watching you or like talking to friend, like our mutual friend, like Sasha or VHS Crypt, like there's a sense that these guys are encyclopedias of this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I see even the things you collect, like you just posted something recently that was either from a doll that was from the 50s or 60s. Like, is it just you're spending a lot of time reading about something, you see something and then you just like go down a rabbit hole? Or is it just that you've been now doing this for so long that you just know it all? Like even or like poor boy Steve, like he's always got these things. I'm just like, I have never seen this. And he seems to know everything about it. And I just feel I'm less than.
No, I mean, that's exactly how it works. Just like the thing that you mentioned, I posted the picture of the Honey West doll.
Yeah, that was it.
Like, I wasn't aware of a Honey West doll made by that company back in the 1960s. Sure. But I saw it. And I was like, that's pretty cool. And that price looks pretty good. And that's in really good shape. So I bought it. And then I started reading pages and I started like looking at old listings and I started. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, I mean, granted, I probably didn't spend like days learning about like Honey West, but you know, I spent some time thinking that's a pretty special piece because it's in such good shape. You don't see them like that. It's pretty neat that it survived since 1965 in that condition. So yeah, I mean, it's just constant rabbit holes. And then, you know, people like VHS Crypt, or like poor boy Steve, like they're my go-to guys. Like, what is your opinion about this thing? Teach me, feed me. So are you someone that's like in the moment when you're at that table at a flea market, are you looking stuff up or are you like going on instinct? Yeah. Just, do I want to spend time with this thing? When's
the last time you went toy hunting without a camera?
I've gone to some garage sales and stuff recently. Oh, yeah. I've been to things where I can tell there's no video there. So like I'll put the camera up and like do another lap or something. If I go to a flea market or like a toy show, I'm going to try to see if there's a cool story to be told.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've been to like 2 toy stores recently where I didn't bring a camera. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't feeling it. I just I just want to go out there, and it was just like a really wonderful experience.
It's kind of liberating for sure.
It is a little liberating. And this is only a small amount of people that are going to sort of relate to this, but it was like nothing, it didn't matter. I didn't have to worry about getting the right shots or making sure I was like, I don't know, finding a story. It was really nice. I don't know, I was just curious if you ever did that. How do you balance like reselling versus keeping stuff?
It's a hard one.
Because you spent like when you resell, it's something I'm learning now is how many people like really hardcore collectors that are spending a ton of money is that they're selling a lot of stuff in the background, or they're doing big trades. And that's not something I knew in the beginning. I just thought everyone was like crazy rich and everyone just like had boatloads of cash that they could just spend on toys. But there is, I mean, some people are obviously, but there is a lot of work going on just to get to that point to buy a thing.
Really, really hardcore collectors that don't do any sort of selling, like I think that's probably more rare than.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most do some sort of like selling, whether it's to upgrade or just they'll buy a whole collection because they want those 2 pieces.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a lot of people don't think about it, but I'm pretty sure that that's more the norm than not.
You have some good flea markets by you. I have some crazy flea markets by me, and I didn't know they were crazy until people started telling me like I don't know where you're going, but we don't have anything like this by me. But you have a few that you like, a kind of honeypots that you go back to.
Sure. And I was the same way. Like, I didn't think that they existed. I hear a lot of comments about how people don't have those places. And I think that probably more places have them than what people think. Yeah. It's just finding out about them, knowing the right people that have been there, or knowing like how to look at listings on Marketplace and just kind of see that these places are out there. It's just, they might not be on your radar.
Yeah. A new thing that's been happening to me recently is I get a lot of comments where people are angry that I asked for $10 less than what they're charging. Yeah. And it's like, that is the norm though at a flea market or a toy show, is to talk price. Like, and sellers it's built into their price. Like, they're going to charge you more than that, knowing you're going to haggle. And yeah, but flea markets have been my favorite lately. I have the most fun at flea markets because that's where you get, like, you can buy toilet, and you can also buy. Yeah.
Like, you really just don't know.
You never
don't know what's going to be there whatsoever.
It's always so exciting. Someone had asked a question. I think it was the usual idiot. I couldn't find it this morning. And he wanted to know, what are some major toy lines that everyone seems to love, that are just classics, that you just cannot get into for whatever reason it is? I know me and you have both separately talked about Transformers. And I had him as a kid. I loved him as a kid. I just couldn't get into it. And then I found Soundwave one day for $10. Wasn't complete. And I was like, I've always loved Soundwave, so let me pick that up. And then I found this video of me as a kid opening up a toy, and it was a Transformer, and I tracked it down recently, and now I bought Nightbeat. Okay, so that's 2 Transformers. 2 days ago, I went out and I was at a toy store. There was like a little one, I forget the name, one of the G1s. I was like, hey, let me add that to the collection. Now I have 3 Transformers, and all of a sudden I'm like collecting the Transformers now. I don't know what it is. But yeah, what are there, like, any of the other classic lines that you just, for some reason, you just can't get into?
D&D, I can't get into too much personally, like on a collection level.
There's a couple pieces. I'm with you there. There's a couple pieces like the, what is it? The snake, is it the play set?
The Fortress of Fangs. Yeah.
That's badass. Yeah. Like, I love that, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know much about the line.
G.I. Joe, I have a lot of trouble with.
But you've been collecting it, haven't you?
A little bit, but I kind of lost interest.
You tried.
I think what else. See, there's a lot of things too. Like, I've kind of shifted to like, I no longer care about completing any line. So that kind of opens me up to being excited about like 1 or 2 pieces from a line. Like I could have this piece. Like, I could have an Optimus Prime in my collection and not care about getting Megatron kind of thing. It's which I do have Megatron. I love Megatron.
Megatron's best. Yeah.
There's like 3 Transformers I like.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's cool to have just a representation.
Yeah, sure.
And like a respect for that sort of like toy history there.
Yeah, I mean, because they're all important. It's just, what do I want to look at every day?
Do you have an all-time favorite score from a toy hunt that you can remember that was like a real unbelievable moment for you?
First Muscle Mutt, definitely. Yeah. Definitely that one, as far as a toy hunt goes.
You still excited about your Muscle Mutt when you say it?
Oh, so much.
Yeah. Okay.
So much, yeah. My Monstor shell.
Sure.
That was very exciting and continues to be exciting.
And you just got
I just got the machine, just randomly saw it like in a little store here locally. I was like,
for real?
That fits. Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the store was like an hour away, and I was meeting some friends there to buy some stuff from them. Saw it, and I was like, I bet that might fit. And the guy was like, take it for $100. I was like, okay.
Sold.
Yeah.
A huge part of why we all know you is obviously YouTube. Do you remember the first time you went out and you were like, I'm going to take a camera with me to this garage sale?
I tried it first with thrift stores.
Okay.
And it was just really weird because I was scared to talk.
Sure. Yeah.
So then I would do like these weird like voiceover things, and it was just like, oh, this is awful. But I would still post them because that's what you do on YouTube. You just trial and error. No, I don't really remember the first time.
What was the change of just like going from hunting to like wanting to do videos?
I don't know. I just
like for me, it was a creative outlet. It was like the stuff I was doing professionally, creatively, I was just so sick of, so bored of. And then like pandemic happened and so much changed in my life. And so the first, I did like a TikTok of posting VHS tapes I found at a Goodwill or something. And, you know, not exciting at all. Not even cool VHS tapes, just. And then it was like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe I could do a YouTube video of just showing off a talking ET toy that I have. Like 5 minutes of me just talking to it. And then it was just like an almost immediate snowball of, well, that was pretty fun. And even though no one saw that, no one will ever see that. It was a really fast snowball into putting effort into making better videos and researching more, and then like discovering you and discovering like Pixel Dan and Ed's Retro Geek Out and all these guys that have been doing it for years that I didn't even know about. So yeah, I'm just curious, like why? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you've been asked this before, but what made you start putting all this stuff out on video and into the public view?
My background is music, so like I was always like writing songs and recording songs. So like there was always a product of like that came from the creativity. And then as I got older, you know, like working a regular job and just blah, 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 like that was kind of gone. So probably making something that I could at least call artistic. I wouldn't necessarily say it's art, but you know what I mean? Just like having a product to focus that energy into. I'm sure there's something to that because I didn't have that for a long time. Kind of after I not gave up music, but stopped like trying to play shows or like trying to make records or whatever.
Were you in bands or were you doing stuff on your own?
In bands. In high school, like punk rock, but then like in my 20s, it was indie rock, I guess you would say, like Bright Eyes, Modest Mouse type, you know.
I wonder if there's anyone, there's been a whole bunch of questions. I don't know if...
any collections you guys regret buying?
This isn't a regret, but I tried to get into Art Go the Other World. I bought a handful and like 3 weeks later, I was like, nah, it's not working for me. I sold it off.
I do like the castle. That's pretty cool. Like the
castle. I didn't buy that, but the castle is amazing. Yeah.
But the figures, they don't do much for me.
Yeah. I like bendy stuff, but I don't know, something about it. I just didn't seem to care.
It's hard to display, I think, bendy stuff.
Was there anything you bought that you were like turned around on?
Not really collections that I buy for myself, but like if I do one of those deals where I buy a big collection based on a couple of pieces that I want, there's been times that I regret buying the rest of it. I just kind of just wish I would have just bought like those two pieces and paid up for them. You just end up with junk a lot of times.
Totally.
And junk is a mental block and it's a time suck. And I'm just learning that more and more. Like you'll see the pictures of people that buy like a bunch of stuff and like it looks really exciting, which you know, I've posted those pictures too.
Of course.
But to me, those pictures are starting to look more and more like a waste of time. Like I don't even want to be that person because I mean, so that's kind of where my regrets lie.
One thing I want to ask you, which is I think an interesting thought is, and you have kids, I have a daughter and I have a son on the way, actually, early December. Shout out to the future son. Are they going to be hunting their toys in 25 years, in 30 years? Is my daughter going to be tracking down the Bluey toys that she's played with? I actually think no. And I don't really know why. I think it's because of the way toys were marketed to the 80s, 90s kids and how huge of a place in our lives they were, like action figures. I've talked to my mom about this, how, you know, she didn't have that stuff in the 60s and 70s. And well, it started blowing up in the 70s to 80s, but that wasn't a thing. She didn't grow up with like a desire for toys. So I don't know. I don't know if the quality is there to last because things are made just like fast, cheap plastic, you know? I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm trying to imagine the toys they have now. And like, I'm trying to think ahead, like, should we be saving? certain things that like my parents definitely didn't save for her in case she really wants it one day. I
can even visualize like what the items are. Like, does your daughter, does she get into things beyond plush? Because my kids can't get past plush.
Plush is huge.
That's everything to them. Like,
she loves Barbies for sure. Bluey toys are kind of gone now, but really into that for a while. She loves my stuff. I mean, she comes into this room, breaks things, tears it apart, and it's annoying, but I also love it because it's really cool to see her play with the stuff that I love. So she does love toys, but I don't know. I think if anything, people will still be hunting the 80s and 90s. And then I think early 2000 stuff is going to start hitting hard in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's starting to push through some already.
Definitely,
I mean,
yeah.
Like even I'm kind of tearing down my walls a little bit, which I was pretty hardcore against. But I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff in the early 2000s, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Totally.
Yeah. I kind of don't know where it stops though, but I kind of think you're right. And I think as far as the 80s and 90s go, I think there's quite a bit of time left for that stuff.
Yeah. But I think it's a special 20 years that has a serious hold on us.
Yeah.
That I don't know if that'll exist in younger generations.
No, just like so many toys now also, like if I walk down like the Walmart toy aisle, it's a lot of stuff that is pretty recognizable as far as the 80s and 90s go. I mean, there's
for sure.
Motu, G.I. Joe, and Star Wars. That's
totally. VHS Coach said they're going to be, in 25 years, they're going to be collecting apps, reissues of apps, because everything's digital.
Yeah, well, I have an iPhone from 2015.
Yeah. Okay, one last question from people, and it's something I see a bunch, is any suggestions for starting out on YouTube? For me, my suggestion would be, because I get asked that a lot, is you just have to do it. You have to not worry about quality. You have to not worry about if people are going to watch it, because the answer is they're not going to watch it. And you have to, and this goes with so many creative aspects, the way to get better is to fail. And so like your videos are going to be crap, and that's actually a good thing, because that's how it's going to get so much better. So if I've had the issue of sitting around waiting for things to be perfect, and then actually I just never do it.
That's the exact advice I always give. I mean, basically just put up video number 1, because if you get traction on video number 20, the longer it takes to put out video number 1, it's going to push video number 20 back that much further. It's just be prepared to look stupid and be okay with it, because
that's like doing this stuff has changed how I feel in the real world of not caring so much anymore what people think about me, because it's like YouTube will break you if you allow it. Like, I mean, I've seen the comments you get, and like I'm starting to get them the more I grow, just like the nasty telling me how stupid I am, essentially, over everything.
It's crazy how like one nasty comment can make you not even aware of the 120 awesome comments that you just got too. It's like you have to really get through that. How
we started the show was talking about you shouting out me, and you've been kind enough to like shout out some other people. So I just wanted to take this time to like point out a few channels that I've been into. And these are all people that have like, I obviously love a ton of channels. These are people that, as far as I know, haven't gotten shout outs and haven't gotten like a boost. The first one, which is like, he's been on TikTok and stuff for a while, is Every Single Muscle. I don't know if you know him, but has now been doing long form videos on YouTube. Really great toy hunting, great like deep dives into toy history. They just did a whole episode on Bone Brigade, which I didn't know about, a 90s toy line. That Weekend Warrior, really great toy hunts, really great editing, like which I'm always like paying attention to as an editor. And again, like deep dive, like their last video was, what was it, like Halloween picks from movies, music, video games. So not just toys always, which I think is cool. And then the last one I would shout out is Killer Carp, who you probably follow on Instagram. Maybe he's got a good following on there. He's like a Battle Beast lover, Nintendo, Food Fighters. But today he's finally doing long form. So he's done shorts, and I've seen it, and it's his like intro, doing a collection tour. I think it's like 2 p.m. today. It comes out. Killer Carp. I can't recommend it enough. Do you got anyone or?
Weekend Warrior was in my head.
Yeah.
I've been watching his videos a lot. I'm familiar with every, what is it?
Every
Single
single
Muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he had a YouTube channel. So
Yeah, it's pretty new. It's
Okay,
pretty
I'll
new.
definitely
It's
check
more
that one
on
out.
TikTok and Instagram and stuff.
David Apuzzo, is that? I don't know if I said that right,
Yep.
but he seems to have very similar taste to me. So
Yeah.
I
A lot
probably
of mad
would
balls
watch.
and weird
Yeah.
stuff.
Data Work.
Oh yeah, that's another great one. And he's like a super nice guy. I've
And then-
met him a bunch.
And is it Rob's Collectibles?
Rob and Bob are awesome, and the collectible show.
Yeah,
I would recommend watching them.
I'm bad with titles.
Yeah, me too. I don't remember anyone's names. It's really bad. It's just watching two best friends go. Like, that's one thing I don't have is like a constant partner to go out with, and it's really fun to watch. Like, watch them just have a blast, like looking for toys. It's infectious.
Yeah.
And they're also great. They own a shop in California.
Yeah. I mean, they get crazy stuff. Oh, and then one that's like, if you just really like a lot of close-ups of like just crazy stuff, like at toy shows and everything. Reese.
But yeah, Reese is awesome
too.
Yeah. He's been kicking around for a while.
Yeah,
he's one of
like
the first guys I started watching too.
Like it's like you're at the toy show.
Oh, Tats, Tunes, and Toys.
Tats, Tunes, and Toys. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
an awesome dude as well.
My good friend Large.
Yeah, he's great. Well, thanks, man. It's been so cool to talk to you in person, face to face, finally. All right, man. Have a good day.
Thank you. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Love ya.
Love you. Bye.
End the stream. It's awkward.